Alaikum and hello learners! Welcome back to the part 2 of our video about aspects of verbs. We will discuss the remaining aspects of verbs, the progressive aspects and the perfect progressive aspects. I'm teacher Noraisah M. Otical from Pakpak Central Elementary School, Marawi City Division, your teacher presenter for this lesson.
Let us discuss first the progressive aspect. Progressive aspect expresses continuous actions that happen over a period of time. Let us begin with the past progressive. Past progressive tells about things that were in progress at the same time in the past. For example, she was always saying stuff like that. Past progressive is formed with the helping verb was for singular subject or were for plural subject plus verb ending in ing. In the sentence we use was and verb say plus ing. Present progressive expresses an action going on at the time of speaking. For example, are you enjoying your snacks? Learners, how are verbs in the present progressive tense formed? Good job! They are formed with the be verbs such as am, is, and are, plus verb that ends in ing. In the sentence, we use the helping verb are plus the verb in the present participle, which is enjoy plus ing. Time expressions such as now, at the present time, and at this time may be used. For future progressive shows that the action will begin in the future. For example, he will be traveling to Davao later this year. The pattern for the future progressive is will plus be plus verb that ends in ing. Learners, what makes the sentence in the future progressive tense? Great job! We have will be traveling. Let's move on to the perfect progressive aspect. Perfect progressive aspect focus on the completion of an action that is, was or will be in progress. We have past perfect progressive. It shows that an action that started in the past, continued in the past, and also ended at a defined point in the past. For example, it had been raining for 3 days before it stopped. Learners, how is past perfect progressive formed? Fantastic! It is formed by had been plus present participle plus for or since. In the sentence, we have had been plus the present participle raining, verb that ends with ing plus for. In present perfect progressive, it is used to describe an event that has started in the past but still happening in the present. The event in the present can be habitual or something that is taking place at this moment. For example, it has been raining for 3 hours. In forming the present perfect progressive, we use has for singular subject, have for plural subject, plus verb ending in ing plus for or since. In the sentence, we use has because we have a singular subject, it, plus been followed by our verb that ends with ing, raining plus for. Lastly, we have the future perfect progressive. It describes action that will continue up until a point in the future. For example, it will have been raining for 3 days by the time it stops. In the sentence, we use will have been raining for the future perfect progressive. Learners, what pattern did we use? Fantastic! We have will plus have been plus verb ends in ing plus for or since. Let us study the sentences and the formula we used in the progressive and perfect progressive aspects. For progressive aspects, past progressive, I was playing football when you arrived last night. The formula is was or were plus verb that ends in ing. For present progressive, I am playing football now. The formula is am if you have the subject I, is for singular subject, and are for plural subject plus verb that ends in ing. For future progressive, we have I will be playing football tomorrow. The formula is will be plus verb that ends in ing. For perfect progressive aspect, we have past perfect progressive. I had been playing football for 3 years before I went to Marawi City. The formula is had been plus verb that ends in ing, plus for or since. For present perfect progressive, I have been playing football for 5 years. The formula is has or have been plus verb that ends in ing, plus for or since. For future perfect progressive, I will have been playing football for over 2 hours by the time they arrive. The formula is will have been plus present participle, which is the verb that ends in ing, plus for or since. Alright, you did great, learners. We were able to finish the 4 aspects of verbs. So let us proceed to the activity using what you have learned. Are you ready? Let's get started. Number 1. Select the example of the simple aspect. Letter A. Abdillah runs fast. Letter B. Abdillah is running fast. What is your answer, learners? Great job! The answer is letter A. Abdillah runs fast is an example of simple aspect. Number 2. Select the example of progressive aspect. Letter A. Mother will be cooking our dinner this evening. B. I had eaten only bread this morning. I'll give you 5 seconds to think of your answer. What is your answer, learners? The correct answer in number 2 is letter A. Mother will be cooking our dinner this evening. It is an example of progressive aspect. It falls under the future progressive tense. Number 3. Select the example of perfect aspect. I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. Time's up! The correct answer is letter B. The mouse had eaten all the cheese in the trap. This is an example of perfect aspect, and it falls under the past perfect. And lastly, select the example of perfect progressive aspect. I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. Time's up! What is your answer, learners? Very good! The correct answer is letter A. I have been thinking of you since you called. This is an example of perfect progressive aspect, and it falls under the present perfect progressive.
Finally, we are done with the 4 aspects of verbs. I believe you can now compose a clear and coherent sentences using the aspects of verbs. Thank you for watching the part 1 and part 2 of our videos. Once again, I'm teacher Noraisah M. Otical from Amay Pakpak Central Elementary School, Marawi City Division. Goodbye, kids, and stay safe.